My mother announced at Thanksgiving that my adoptive daughter wasn't real family and never would be. But why is the only match for the bone marrow transplant? My mother had a hierarchy of grandchildren. At the top were my brother Joel's twins, biological, blonde, carrying on the family genes. Then came my sister Rita's son, biological but from her ex-husband, so slightly tainted. At the bottom, alone in her own category, was my daughter Lily. We adopted Lily when she was 3. She's 15 now. 12 years of my mother's subtle and not so subtle reminders that Lily wasn't quite right, wasn't quite ours, wasn't quite enough. She's so different from the other kids, Mom would observe at every gathering. Must be hard, not knowing her real background. She is real, Mom. This is her real family. You know what I mean? Blood matters, medical history, genetic traits. The twins have our grandfather's eyes. What does Lily have? Thanksgiving was always the worst. Mom would set up the annual photo, all the grandkids by the fireplace. She'd position Joel's twins in the center, Rita's son to the left, then look at Lily like she was solving a puzzle. Maybe you should take a separate one, Mom suggested last year, for your own family album. This year, she didn't even pretend. During dinner, while Lily was in the kitchen helping me, Mom launched into her favorite topic. I was reading about those adopted kids who search for their birth families. So many of them say they never felt complete until they found their real relatives. Maybe you should prepare Lily for that. My husband Paul tends beside me. She has real relatives. Us. Mom waved him off. That's sweet, Paul. But biology doesn't lie. She'll always wonder where she really belongs. The twins never have to question who they are. Lily walked in carrying the sweet potatoes. The room went silent. She set down the dish, looked directly at my mother. I know exactly who I am, Grandma. The question is whether you do. Don't be smart with me, young lady. You might live in this family, but you'll never be blood. That matters whether you like it or not. 3 weeks later, Joel called me in a panic. His son, Brandon, one of the precious twins, had been diagnosed with plastic anemia. The 19-year-old's bone marrow was failing. They needed a transplant. Fast. The whole family got tested. Joel, his wife, his daughter, Rita, her son, me, Paul, even Mom. Nobody matched. The odds of a parent matching are only 25%. Siblings 50%. We all struck out. Put Brandon on the registry, the doctor said. Sometimes we get lucky. Mom became obsessed. She called every distant cousin, tracked down second cousins in Ohio, third cousins in Florida, made them all get tested. Nothing. Brandon was getting sicker. 2 months into the search, Lily came to me. Mom, I want to get tested. Honey, you're not biologically related. It won't work. I know. But I registered as a general donor last year when I turned 15 for my biology project on genetic markers. Maybe I could help someone else while everyone's focused on Brandon. I drove her to the hospital. The technician drew blood, entered her into the system. Said we'd hear in a few weeks if she ever matched anyone. We heard in 3 days. The genetic counselor called me first, voice shaking with excitement. Your daughter is a match. Not just a match. A perfect 10 out of 10 HLA match for a patient in critical need. That's wonderful. Who needs the transplant? Brandon Coleman, your nephew. The room's fun. That's impossible. She's adopted. We're not biologically related. The counselor cleared her throat. These things are rare but not impossible. 1 in 20,000 chance for unrelated donors. But there's something else. We ran additional panels. Your daughter and Brandon share multiple rare genetic markers. Statistically speaking, what are you saying? Has anyone in your family ever given up a child for adoption? My blood went cold. Mom had a baby before Joel, when she was 17. She told us once, drunk at Christmas, then never spoke of it again. A daughter, given up in 1979. The counselor kept talking. We'd need to run more tests, but the genetic markers suggest a closer biological relationship than random chance would allow, possibly a generational connection. I drove straight to Mom's house with the paperwork. She was sitting with Joel, both of them crying over Brandon's latest test results. Lily's a perfect match, I said. Mom's face went white. That's not possible. 10 out of 10 HLA markers, plus multiple rare genetic indicators that run in families. The counselor said it's almost impossible unless there's a biological connection. Joel grabbed the papers, scanning them. Mom, what is she talking about? Mom's hands started shaking. The baby, the one I gave up. You said that was in 1979. You said it was a girl. It was. I watched the realization dawn on her face. Lily's biological mother was 39 when she died. Born in 1979. Gave Lily up when she was 17. Same age you were, Mom. Full story on channel, link below.